Imagine discovering a little girl who died more than 100 years ago, yet still looks as if she is peacefully sleeping. A man who vanished into the wilderness and lived completely alone for 27 years. A giant ship that disappeared without sending a single distress call. And mysterious artifacts that some believe could be linked to an ancient extraterrestrial encounter. These stories sound like fiction, but every one of them is based on real events that continue to fascinate people around the world. Let's begin. The Sleeping Beauty of Palermo. In 1920, a 2-year-old girl named Rosalia Lombardo died from pneumonia in Palermo, Italy. Her parents were devastated and wanted to preserve her memory forever. They hired an embalming expert who used a special preservation method. More than a century later, Rosalia's face still appears remarkably lifelike. Visitors often describe her as looking peacefully asleep. Over the years, some people claimed that her eyes occasionally opened. Photographs and videos fueled the mystery. However, experts believe this effect is caused by changing light and viewing angles. Even so, Rosalia remains one of the world's most famous preserved bodies. The North Pond Hermit. In 1986, Christopher Knight quietly left society and disappeared into the forests of Maine. For the next 27 years, he lived completely alone. He built a hidden campsite and avoided all human contact. To survive, he secretly took food and supplies from nearby cabins. Although he committed thousands of thefts, he never harmed anyone. Locals began calling him the North Pond Hermit. For decades, he seemed almost invisible. Then, in 2013, authorities finally caught him. When questioned, Knight explained that he simply preferred solitude. His story remains one of the most unusual cases of self-imposed isolation ever recorded. The disappearance of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The Edmund Fitzgerald was one of the largest cargo ships operating on the Great Lakes. On November 10, 1975, the vessel was carrying thousands of tons of iron ore across Lake Superior. That night, a powerful storm struck the lake. Massive waves and fierce winds battered the ship. Despite the dangerous conditions, the captain reported that everything seemed under control. Then, without warning, the ship vanished from radar. No distress call was ever received. All 29 crew members disappeared. Later, the wreckage was discovered deep beneath the lake. Yet investigators still debate exactly what caused the disaster. The genius who chose a normal life, Ung-Yong, is often described as one of the most intelligent people ever measured. As a child, he displayed extraordinary abilities and amazed experts around the world. He was invited to study and work in the United States at a very young age. Many believed he would become one of history's greatest scientists. But something unexpected happened. Instead of chasing fame, Kim returned to South Korea and chose a simpler path. He focused on education and eventually became a professor. His decision surprised many people and showed that success can mean different things to different individuals. The mysterious Dumpling case. In 1815, a young servant named Eliza Fenning was accused of poisoning a family's meal in England. Shortly after eating dumplings she prepared, several people became seriously ill. Investigators quickly blamed Eliza. Yet there was very little evidence against her. She had no clear motive and had eaten the same food herself. Despite widespread doubts and public protests, she was convicted and executed. Many historians today believe the case may have been a tragic miscarriage of justice. The true events remain controversial even now. The Dropa Discs mystery. During the 20th century, stories began circulating about unusual stone discs allegedly discovered in remote caves near the Himalayas. According to the claims, the discs contained strange markings arranged in spiral patterns. Some researchers suggested they told the story of a mysterious group known as the Dropa. Others went even further, proposing connections to extraterrestrials. However, many historians question whether the artifacts ever existed in the form described. The lack of reliable evidence has turned the story into one of archaeology's most debated mysteries. The battle won with cats. In 525 BC, Persian ruler Cambyses II fought against Egypt. According to a popular historical account, the Persians took advantage of the Egyptians' respect for cats. Cats held deep religious significance in Egyptian culture. The story claims Persian soldiers displayed images of cats during battle, and may have even brought real cats onto the battlefield. This allegedly created hesitation among Egyptian forces. Whether every detail is true remains debated, but the tale has become one of history's most unusual examples of psychological warfare. Ending. History is filled with mysteries, strange decisions, and unbelievable events. Some have logical explanations. Others continue to raise questions even centuries later. Which story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating mysteries from around the world.